We start with the staple of summer in that building right there for over a decade. Sandwiches, tacos, sandwiches, and a beer from a restaurant that was there along Lake Nokomis. It was called Sandcastle, and that was a staple, and it was a destination for a lot of people across the entire state. But they closed at the end of last season. And then a lot of excitement. A new place was coming in, the Painted Turtle. They opened today. But the owners are dealing with something they said they never expected. Kaya shows us why they're not allowed, the new owners, to serve alcohol this summer, even though Sandcastle was able to do it for years at the exact same property.
No worries.
The Painted Turtle is officially open.
Hello.
Bringing Lake Nokomis visitors a new menu.
I would say waffle fries.
Now that Sandcastle restaurant has moved out after a decade.
I think it's very fair to call it a family business.
Don Juremovich is one of the new owners,
We're doing a lot of sandwiches. The walleye's been very popular.
as well as her son, Sam Carter.
Favorite item on the menu, it's probably the Best in Show chicken sandwich.
Also available hot dogs, chicken tenders, barbecue jackfruit.
The previous restaurant didn't sell ice cream, but the new one does. This is locally made by La La in Uptown. But something the old restaurant served that this one doesn't.
Beer and wine.
And what happened there?
Apparently there's a state rule. When we went back up for our beer and wine license, the state said, hey, time out. You need a three-sided enclosed area that seats 25.
And this is after you've already signed the paperwork.
Pretty much. And so we were like, well, what the heck?
So how is it the former restaurant was able to serve beer and wine? The state's Alcohol and Gambling Enforcement Division tells us, quote, the city of Minneapolis had worked with the Sandcastle to grant local approval of the license, with the business owner agreeing to put up walls and provide indoor seating. Adding, quote, before the city or state took action to correct the breach in contract, the Sandcastle went out of business.
Buzzer number.
So we're kind of paying the price of somebody not noticing something 12 years ago.
Now the Painted Turtle owners plan to build so they can get licensed to serve drinks by next summer.
This area here is pretty much going to be filled up by like a 3-season porch.
Don says although they won't profit from alcohol sales this season, at least they won't have to front the construction bill.
We found out that the park board had budgeted money for this park for capital improvements, and so they shifted those funds to build that for us. All your setups are right around the corner, ketchup, napkins, etc.
And she says there will be a way to serve at least some drinks this summer.
We appreciate it.
We're going to do 4 events with nonprofits where we can do beer and wine. So we're going to have 4 weekends starting mid-July. 51% of our profit from the beer and wine sales will go to the nonprofit.
Kaya Edwards,
Thank you.
KARE 11 News.
Okay, so it's not totally a dry run. They'll have those 4 events to see how it goes. And we were curious, Kaya and I, wait, do the other lakeside restaurants have the walls and seating in place? Are they in compliance with this state law that wasn't enforced at the last place for 12 years? Well, Minneapolis Parks and Rec say city and founders found that Bread and Pickle, that's the one at Lake Harriet, and the new one at Bide Makaska, all of those are in compliance, so the beer shall flow in those places.